Hey, what's up guys? Mike Red Fox here. In this video, I'm going to completely redo my basement mining area. Alright, so it's a mess down here. I just keep adding graphics cards and pre-builts and all that. So I'm going to redo all of this, make it a little more of a studio that I can come down to and work on. So I'm just going to do a walkthrough of the before here, everything that I have, just for my own sake, so I can see a nice before and after shot. But yeah, this was a space that I've rearranged for myself and it was great, but built more rigs, just became less and less area to work with, so it's time to make a change here. And I think I'm going to just get some shelves going, rerun some electrical, just to make it a little more convenient for me and give me some more working space down here. So I'm going to get going on that. Oh, and a new grow tent that I have as well I'm going to put together. And that'll be, this is the before. Let's take a step back here, and then we'll come back when everything is all said and done, and I'll show you the after. See you in a bit. All right, well that was a few days of work, and here it is. There's my new setup. Got the new tent installed, got some new racks installed. Shout out Chump Change on YouTube for the inspiration on these racks. Go check him out. He's linked in the description below, along with every other awesome crypto miner on YouTube. So I'm really happy with it. Still some work to do, but let me give you guys a tour of what I have going on here. So I guess the overall thought was to clean up the space a little bit. I still need to get a desk to replace this shelving unit, but essentially that'll be, I think, like a streaming station, a workstation that I can build rigs on, do some testing on, and just really have a dedicated space. So that was the vision behind it: give myself more storage, give myself a cool background for videos, and give myself a spot that's just always set up that I can come down to and work on. So yeah, let's start over here. So I got all my boxes on display, so inventory is really nice and easy. If I need a motherboard, I can get it really quickly, so that's looking nice. Got GPU risers, gpurisers.com, check them out. Just some cards on display. That one's dead, and that's the OG 1080 that I first started mining on. I got to get that back up and running again. Here's my 7x, soon to be 8x 3070 mining rig. That's my power meter there. See, I'm the watts it's pulling. Some more boxes on display, all the GPUs I've accumulated over the years. And then really just some storage down there for cables and audio equipment and all that stuff on the bottom. We'll take a stop at my electrical panel, which I have open right now, because I just ran a 30 amp 240 volt circuit and ran some more, moved some 120 volts. Those are 20 amps over here, so I can plug some things in on the rigs. So I got to get my Sense monitor hooked back up on that new circuit to monitor all the electricity that my rigs are using, and that's a 200 amp panel. Over the other rack, I got some more 8 GPU open air frames. Those are like the Veta frames that I use, similar to this one. This is a 6, so I bought a couple 8s. Got my pre-builts that I gotta still figure out what to do with. I think I'm gonna keep this one because it's nicer, and I'm gonna set that up with a 3060 over on this table, and that'll be maybe my streaming rig and video capture rig. So I might do that. Got some of my Newegg shuffle combo parts here, but everything else is either power supplies, or a lot of these are from EVJ B stock purchases over the years of GPUs. Going down below that, got some more risers in here, and those are power cables, PDU cables. And really the rest is pre-built boxes and parts, and these are more mining frames, 6 card Veta frames that I got. And then just some miscellaneous boxes and stuff over there. I'm back over on the test bench area. There's the test bench that I have. It's a thermal take. Links in the description. Really like this. And I have my 6700 XT still in there. A couple cards I still got to get up in mining. We'll come back to the display in a second. And then the big upgrade was upgrading my grow tent. This is a much bigger one if you've seen my previous videos. And I got it pretty much dialed in at this point, and I moved some GPUs in there that I had in the garage. So I got everything in here except my FPGA and that 3070 rig over there. So still a little bit of a work in progress, but I figure we'll take a look. Let me open it up and we can see what I have going on in here. You can see I got 3 frames stacked with GPUs and then 2 frames stacked over there. There's the temperature. It's upside down, but that's 104 degrees Fahrenheit in here right now. Let me open this up a little bit more. Fans falling on me. Stay. Cool. So quick walkthrough. This was the one that I had in the garage. It was getting way too hot out there. So these are 5700s. That's a 3070. That's a 3080 back there. All my 3060 Ti's are below that. And all the way on the bottom, hard to see, those are all my 1070 Ti's. Up here, that's a mix of 1660 Ti's and Supers. And then below that are 8 1660 Ti's. And one of the things that I did was added these fans. I just needed to get some more airflow, get the hot air off the cards, and these seem to help quite a bit. So I have the cool air intakes coming in like before. See one here, see one here. And the idea is to just get cool air moving over these cards and then get this pulling all the hot air that's moving towards the top up. And you guys have seen this before and out, which goes out of the house over there. So it's not perfect. My temps are not, everything's below 70. Mid 60s. I'll show you once I get this back together. But what I want to do, I got to commit to either doing 6 GPU frames or 8 GPU frames, because then I can orient this, and I'm thinking if I can stack GPUs up, then I can have the cool air coming down one side with the fans blowing, and then the hot air getting pulled up the other. And I think that'll work really well, but having an 8 by GPU frame and 6 by GPU frame, it's making it a little hard to do that. So I'm gonna change some things up. I got extra frames. It's just gonna take a while. Let me close this back up so we can let it sit for a minute and get an idea of the temperatures. Okay. Now the other thing I did was it's not all the way done yet. That's a 240 30 amp circuit. I ran that over from my electrical panel over there. And I'm waiting for a Space Goats. I ordered a Space Goats power meter box to go up here. I'll have a link to in the description below for you guys to check out where to get those. And that's my PDU, 888 PDU. And you can see the amount of amps that I'm doing on each bank of this. Doing 8 here, 7 here, so still plenty of room to expand. So I'll probably add that 3070 rig in there at some point. Alright, so back over here you can see the temperatures of the GPUs that I have running in that grow tent. So the 3070 rig is behind me, so that's looking really nice. And these are the highest temperatures that are shown here. So the hottest card is shown here. So 3060 Ti is 63, 61, 62, 5700s are 61, 1070 Ti's are 64. And it's pretty cool in the basement right now. And I have the window open taking in some cool air from outside, but Looking really good. Those temperatures honestly will settle out probably like mid 60s, which I'm totally okay with. I really don't want anything in the 70s, but looking really good. I'll see what happens when I add this in there. I think I'm really gonna have to do some more configuration to get that cool air blowing across the cards in one direction. But yeah, guys, that is the new setup. I think that's everything. It's a lot of work, but I'm really happy with how it came out. It's gonna allow me to create more content down here. If you guys have any ideas for my setup here, let me know. I know I gotta get lights over here, gotta figure out the camera setup and all that. But let me know in the description if you got any ideas. Hope you enjoyed the video. Got more content coming your way soon. In the meantime, please take care of yourself, take care of each other. I'll see you in the next video. What?